Hey, welcome to today's video. I'm sorry, I have to adjust my camera. And welcome to this video. As you probably guessed from the title, I went to an antique store and I love old things. That's my weakness. I absolutely love old things. So I bought some things and I will show them in this video. I was actually in 3 antique stores. In the first one I bought a lot of things. In the second one I didn't buy anything, maybe because I was just after the first one, so I wasn't that excited when I saw something old because I was seeing a lot of old things all day and I didn't know which one to choose. And in the third one I bought 2 things because they were like very tempting, especially one of them. When I saw it I was like, damn, I don't have money but I love it, so I will be probably starving until my next payday because I just had to, because I was like, oh, what if somebody else buys it and I will regret this? I will really regret this if I don't. So I bought it. And yeah, let's start. And this video will be a bit surprising because I will be unpacking those things and I will not remember, you know, the combination in which I show them will be random. I will just take them out of the bag and what comes first I show first. So the first thing, this one I actually know which is it because it's in a different bag. The first thing is this picture that I love it. It's so I really like old pictures like this with people in old clothes and stuff like this. There were like 2 very similar ones and I had a problem deciding which one to take, but I took this one. I don't know where I will put it, but I love it. And the second thing is from the same antique store, is this mag which has like people in very old outfits, you know, people like from 19th century or something like this. And I have too many mags because I recently bought some and I bought actually too many, but when I saw it I was like, damn, it's so beautiful, I just have to, so never mind, but I bought it. Another thing is actually very lovely. It's a box, it's a little box. I have a big weakness for everything that has like vintage children on them. I think that it looks super cute. And it's the inside. It was actually like more pricey than most of the things there, so maybe it's like high quality or whatever, I don't know. And because most of the things they were like literally 50 cents or €1, so it was easy to buy a lot of things. And oh, the next thing is this picture. It was €1. It's a picture of children. As you see, I like children. It sounds very bad. No, not in that way, not in a bad way. I just like pictures of children, like old ones. They look so cute. I don't know why, I just have a thing for them. And I don't even like children like some people do. I mean, I don't dislike children. It's like they are kind of neutral to me. Sometimes, I mean, if I'm happy when I see a child, because adults, they are kind of boring, they are very predictable, and children sometimes they act funny. So but I'm not the kind of person who is like, oh my god, this child is so cute. I hardly ever do that because I don't find, especially infants, they are not cute to me. I don't find them cute. And maybe older children like 5, 6, when they already have like it will sound so mean, human features. I mean, they look more like adult humans because like infants, they all look the same to me and I don't find them cute. So yeah, but I don't hate children or anything, but I am not the kind of person who is like loves children, but also I like them on pictures. I don't know why. Maybe because they remind me of some innocence or something like this, which is kind of not true, because children, they are not necessarily innocent. I mean, depends how you define innocence, because they do bad things, but they don't fully know the gravity of what they are doing. I remember that when I was a child, I was the worst, but at the same time, I was kind of innocent because I didn't know how bad it is what I'm doing. I was like very naughty. I was the worst child ever. I would often do like the worst kind of things, you know. And I didn't fully realize how bad it was. So I'm always surprised that people are surprised that children can be so cruel, because I remember what I was doing, I remember what other children were doing. I think that people think that because they have very few childhood memories, and I remember most of my childhood really well. So I have a lot of shame for everything that I've done when I was a child. I was such a problem, it was the worst. So I know that they are not innocent, and they bullied me too. So I know that for sure. This is this is a box, and that was there, and some of the things that were like probably from Asia, and I took this box because it's so cute. I don't know what I will do with this box. There were actually two of them, and I took both of them because they costed just 50 cents. This one I actually like more because it's like it has people on it, and it's also an Asian box. I'm so sorry that I don't know which country this box is from, because nowhere they said which country it's from. And Asia is like a very broad category. I know it's like from Eastern Asia, it's not from Western Asia, it's not from Central Asia, but I really don't know which country is it from, and it makes a big difference because like Asian countries, they are very big and they have very different cultures, and they have like completely different languages, and they are completely different, even though some people think that they are the same. So I mean, in many ways they have similarities, especially in one region of Asia you have similarities, but it's like, it's like comparing to Europe. Europe is like one country, so it's like, yeah, unfortunately I don't know which exactly country in Asia they are from. And this one is a doll. It's a Barbie doll, and I always wanted, I know which Barbie doll is that. It's my scene from McDonald's, and I always wanted to have all of them. Not always, but like a year ago I realized that they were, that's a very strange thing, by the way, that they were like in McDonald's in the same year that one person that I really, 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 really loved got unalived. Yeah, I got unalived. I'm not going to say the word, the actual word that I should say, because it's like you shouldn't say that on YouTube. And I always thought, oh my god, somehow it took my sentiment, because I had a doll from this series, and I never knew that it was like put there last few months when this person was alive. And for me, I don't know, it kind of moved me because I had this doll, not this one, but a different one from the same series. And I was like, damn. And I had it all my childhood. I didn't know that, it's a very strange thing, but I have a very big sentiment for things that were when this person was still alive. Like, I kind of, it's a coping mechanism from my side that I that's why I'm so much into vintage things, because when I see something that was like produced many, many, many years ago, I know that it was many years until that person got unalived. So it creates some kind of safety in my heart that this person would be still alive for so many years. And things that are from the same year, somehow they cause something in my heart that, they are kind of moving to me. And especially this one from McDonald's, I was a child back then, so for me, I had a doll from the series, and I never knew it was put there, and maybe it was last Happy Meal collection before this person got unalived. I mean, this person definitely didn't go to McDonald's, or definitely didn't go to buy Happy Meals, or at the time this person was kind of held captive, so when you are held captive by a bunch of lunatics, you cannot walk out and go anywhere. So this person definitely didn't know about this, and like, it's kind of scary, when you're a prisoner and everything is happening, you don't know anything, you are just cut out from the world. And this person was unlucky enough to have that, even though they haven't done anything wrong. I'm sorry, I'm getting I'm getting too personal. You probably guess what I think about people getting arrested for when they shouldn't be. So yeah, so I when I saw this doll, I knew it's from this collection, and I was like, I have to buy it. I know that is super weird. Other normal people will not understand. It's just me. So let's move to things from the other antique store, and that's the first thing. I bought only two things. This is the first thing, and it was less expensive than the first thing I bought, and I love clowns, so I was like, oh my god, a clown. I will buy it. So I bought the first thing and this clown. The first thing was the reason that I bought in this shop. And when I bought the first thing already, I was like, okay, that's much more money than this clown, so I will just add this clown and I will have 2 things from this shop. It's so beautiful. I love clowns. I don't know where I will put it, but I will somewhere. And I will show you the other thing. Ta-da! That's the other thing, and it doesn't look as good in the video as it does in real life, because in the video you cannot see how soft it is. And I love soft things. I have a thing for textures. I love, you know, I'm obsessed about textures. I cannot wear something that annoys me in a way that feels on my skin, and I love things that are soft. And this jacket is very soft, and I love this kind of jacket. I love this cut, and it's so silver. And I never saw a jacket that would be at the same time so silver and shiny and so soft. And the biggest problem for me is that I love shiny things, but I also hate that most of them do not feel nice on your skin. And this one, you know, it feels like suede. It's kind of like suede, but I don't know if it's suede because I've never saw a silver suede. But I love it so much. And I paid 16 euro for that, so it wasn't like very cheap. But the new one would be probably way more expensive. I'm even thinking maybe it's like real leather or something like this, because it feels so good. And it's very shiny. You don't see on the video probably how shiny it is, but it's so beautiful. I love it. I am so happy that I bought it. So that's the reason why I bought in this shop, because when I saw this I was like having a struggle, because I already spent so much money from my payday on a trip that I will post on this YouTube. Inshallah, I will go on this trip. I already bought the plane tickets, so that's why I spent so much money, because the plane tickets, they were expensive. So that's why I spent so much money. And then I was like, okay, I spent so much money, so I will have to save on other things. So I save on my skincare, kind of, so my skin will look disgusting until my next payday. Unfortunately, I really wanted to take care of my skin before summer, because in summer you show, for example, your back, and my back always looks disgusting. I hate showing my skin because I always had a very problematic one. So yeah, yeah, when I get paid next time I will take care of my skin, but this time I have a nice jacket. And I will also try not to spend too much money on food and other things. But I bought it, and when I already bought it I was like, okay, I can also buy this clown. So that's it. I hope you also love antique shops, and until the next time, I didn't really plan to buy that many things, but I was already a bit like wanting for some time to buy something vintage, because I love old things, you know, with my coping mechanism. So see you. I'm sorry, I forgot about one thing. It was in a bag and I forgot to unpack it. It's another mug. I know I didn't need a mug, but I love gold. And you know, gold and white, I love how those colors look together, and it looks so beautiful. I love it. I don't know where this bag is from. I don't know if it's from the Netherlands, because most of the things when it's antique shop, they are naturally from Netherlands, but some things are from abroad, and I think this could be from some Arab country, but I don't know. Because you know, it didn't say, like, those things is like very obvious, and there were a lot of things, like for example from Asia, that they are from Asia. And this mug, because Dutch people, they also produce sometimes things and buy things that look a bit Middle Eastern. So it's like sometimes I go to a shop and I see things that could be from some Arab countries, which is like, for me it's good because I want to buy them, but it's like kind of, you know, ethically not that good, because, you know, it's kind of cultural appropriation, because those people that sell them, they kind of, you know, steal them. They steal the design from actual people, which is not good. That's why I always prefer to buy directly from the origin, but it's also easier for me to buy things like that. And sometimes it's like not obvious, not that obvious. Sometimes it's something that, you know, if you don't know culture that well, you don't know that it's Middle Eastern. For some people that know, it will just look like any other thing, but for me it reminds me of something. And maybe also my imagination, because for example, like, some things, they look a bit similar in different countries, so maybe my brain just goes to the same places all the time, which is true. But yeah, this one also, yeah, it could be like Dutch. But I don't know. I don't know. Especially like ceramics, it looks very similar in many countries. You could confuse ceramics from one country with ceramics from other country. I mean, I do. But I'm not a very art person. I'm not a person who notices details. I never notice if somebody changed a hairstyle or something like this. And I'm not a very educated person. So I don't know. But this one, I love it. It's so beautiful. And it costed, I don't know how much, but almost nothing. So